students. Today so we are going to start the same lesson, lesson 1. In last class we have learned about matrix inversion method. Related problem only today also we are going to see. Okay. In lesson here, so once again you recall that matrix inversion. First you have to write the given equation in the matrix form of Ax equal to b. Next x equal to Ax equal to b. Next you have to find the solution of x equal to A inverse b. You know the formula A inverse equal to 1 by determine A into outside. After getting A inverse, you have to multiply both the value. We'll get the unknown x, y and z. Okay, now you see here, a man is appointed in a job with a monthly salary of certain amount and a fixed amount of annual increment. So starting salary we don't know. So one fixed increment also they are giving annually. That also not given. Okay. If his salary was rupees 90,800 per month at the end of first month after 3 years. Okay, this is the first condition. And rupees 23,400 per month at the end of the first month after 9 years of service. Find his starting salary and his annual increment. So you have to use the matrix inversion method. Actually, here unknown is his starting salary and his annual increment. So first you take, let his starting salary be rupees x and his annual increment be rupees y. Okay. Let his starting salary be rupees x and his annual increment be rupees y. Okay, let me say that that's unknown. We want to find the value of x and y. Now you read the condition. If his salary was rupees 90,800 per month at the end of first month after 3 years. Okay. So starting when he is joined the job, he is getting the first month salary is 90,800. So after 3 years, next first month, okay, after 3 years, he is getting, okay, sorry, first starting salary is not given. After 3 years, he is getting the salary 90,800. So we can write the condition. So first starting salary, one amount is there. After 3 years, each year they are giving one increment. So after the increment I have taken, the increment is y. Okay. Then after 3 years means 3 into y, that is 3y. Okay, that is first condition. The first condition is x plus, that is starting salary, plus after 3 years. So each year one increment, fixed increment. So 3 into, this is 3 year, which increment is y. So 3y equal to rupees 19,800. Okay. Let's say equation means it can be that rupees. This is equation 1. Okay, next one. After the second condition, you see the second condition. At rupees 23,400 per month at the end of the first month after 9 years. Okay, after 3 years means so x plus 3y equal to 19,800 you have taken. After 9 years means how you want to write? Starting salary plus 9 years increment. Okay, equal to rupees 23,400. Once again, you listen, starting salary we don't know. So after 3 years, he is getting the salary 19,800. Then after 9 years, he is getting 23,400. So starting salary plus that 3 years increment if you are adding it, that is first amount. Okay. Then second is starting salary plus after 9 years that increment. So if you are adding means that is next amount 23,400. Okay, we got two equations. Now you can solve the both equation. First you have to write the given equation in the form of Ax equal to b, because we want to use the matrix inversion method. So first step you have to write Ax equal to b. Here A is, you have to write the coefficient of x and y term. So 1, 3, 1, 9 into unknown is x and y. So x, y equal to, so constant and that is 90,800. Next one is 23,400. Okay, this is A, X equal to B. Okay, next you can say next which place X equal to A inverse B. Okay, clear? Next A inverse. A inverse formula you know. So formula for A inverse. A inverse equal to 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. Sorry, A inverse equal to 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. So first you find the value of determinant A. So determinant A equal to determinant. So what are the elements here? 1, 3, 1, 9. Okay, now you find 1, 9 is 9. This minus 1, 3 is 3. So 9 minus 3 is 6, which is not equal to 0. Next you can find adjoint. In 2 by 2 matrix, you can find the adjoint within one line, isn't it? So adjoint A equal to. So adjoint A equal to. You see A is here. You interchange that leading diagonal. So 9, 1. Let's see. Remaining elements you have to change the symbol, isn't it? So instead of 3, how to write minus 3? Instead of 1, minus 1. Okay, this is adjoint A. Now you apply both values in A inverse. So A inverse equal to 1 by determinant A. Determinant A value is 6 into adjoint A. Adjoint A value is 9 minus 3 minus 1 1. Okay, this is A inverse. Okay, next actually we need a solution X equal to A inverse B. We know X means that unknown X and Y. So X Y. Next A inverse means A inverse is we got 1 by 6 into 9 minus 3 minus 1 1 into B. B value is 19,800. Let's see 23,400. Okay. So now you see two matrices are here. You want to multiply. Okay. First row, first column. So 1 by 6 into 9 into 19,800. You multiply 19,800 into 9. So what is that? 0, 0, 9 x are 72, remaining 7, 9 x are 81, 81 plus 7 is 88, remaining 8, 1 9 is 9, 9 plus 8 is 17. Okay, so what you got? 1, 7, 8, 2, 0, 0. Next you see minus is there, so minus 3 into 23,400. So 23,400 into 3. So multiply 0, 0, 3 4s are 12, remaining 1, 3 3s are 9, 9 plus 1 is 10, again 1 balance, 2 3s are 6, 6 plus 1 is 7, so 17,200. Okay, next one you multiply, 1 is minus 1 into 19,800 is minus 19,800. Next 1 into 23,400 means plus 23,400. Okay. Now 1 by 6 into, you subtract this value, 1,78,200 minus 7,0200. Okay, subtract. What is that? 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Okay. 1, 0, 8, 0, 0, 0. Here also you have to subtract the same. 2, 3, 4, 0, 0 minus, so greater is 23,400 minus 19,800. Subtract 0, 0, next 4 we cannot, so borrow. 14 minus 8 is 6, next 1 here 12, 12 minus 9 is 3, so 3,600. Okay, now 1 by 6 is there, we multiply there, so 1 lakh 8,000 by 6, next one also 3,600 by 6. Okay, now we can simplify. So 166 here, 6 6 are 36, 0, 0, so 600. Okay, next 166 here, 166 remaining for 48. So what you get? 6 8 8 6 of 48, that's 0 0 0. So value is 18,000. Next one 600. So okay, first one denote x, second one denote y. Okay, therefore x equal to 18,000, y equal to 600. Therefore, x equal to 80,000, y equal to 600. Actually, in our question is solve means this much enough, okay? But our question is their problem. They ask the question, what is his starting salary? Okay, so you have to write therefore. So his starting salary is rupees 80,000. Okay, therefore his starting salary is rupees 80,000 and his annual increment is rupees 100. Okay, what do you want to write? Therefore his starting salary. So amount is mentioning, so you have to write rupees. Okay, rupees 80,000. Next, as his annual increment is rupees 600. Okay, that's all. Okay, so I think you understand about this. Okay, starting salary and annual increments. Okay. Okay, let's begin the next problem. In same exercise, question number 4. Okay, question number 4 is 4 men and 4 women can finish a piece of work. Jointly in 3 days, while 2 men and 5 women can finish the same work jointly in 4 days. So find the time taken by 1 man alone and that of 1 woman alone to finish the same work by using matrix inversion method. Okay, we can start. So here also how to use the inversion method only. Okay. So 4 men and this is a day's problem, isn't it? So how you have to write? So 1 day work only you have to mention. If you are mentioning 1 day work, please determine denominator. It's okay. 4 men and women can finish a piece of work jointly in 3 days. So 4 men and together. Okay. Actually our question is if they are doing alone means how many days they will take. Okay. So I am going to take time taken by number of days. Taken by a man and a woman B. The number of days taken by a man and a woman B. X and Y. for that you use the condition. So actually this is a day's problem. So you have to convert the condition into 1 day. So 4 men and 4 women. Okay. Okay. 4 men and 4 women can finish a piece of joining in 3 days. So first condition is 4 men means 4 by x. Okay. Plus 4 women means 4 by y equal to 3 days. So what are 3 days? But one part only we are saying. So 1 by 3. Okay, 1 by 3. This is equation 1. Next the second one. 2 men and 5 women. 2 men and 5 women can finish the same work in 4 days. So how can we say that second condition? 2 men, that means 2 by x plus 5 women, that means 5 by y equal to 4 days. Total number of days 4, so 1 by 4. This is the second condition. Okay, now you see the both the equation. All the variables are in denominator, so you convert. Okay, let 1 by x equal to a, 1 by y equal to b. So you can write let 1 by x equal to a, comma 1 by y equal to b. Okay, now use the both the condition. First equation implies. Okay, 1 implies. So what is the first equation? 4 by x. 1 by x means a, then 4 by x means 4a plus next 4 by y. So that is 4b equal to 1 by 3. So you see the right hand side value, this is fraction. So you take the 3 left hand side, what you get? 3 into 4a plus 4b equal to 1. Now you multiply 3 4s are 12, so 12a. Again 3 4s are 12, so 12b equal to 1. This is equation 3. Okay, new equation. This is 3. Now again you take the second equation 2 implies. Instead of 1 by x you have to say a. So then what you get? 2a plus 1 by y means b, then 5b equal to 1 by 4. Again in right hand side it is in fractional form. So you take the 4 left hand side. So 4 into 2a plus 5b equal to 1. Now we multiply 4 2s are 8, so 8a, 4 5s are 20, so 20b equal to 1. This is equation 4. Now we got two new equations 3 and 4 with variable a and b. Now we are going to use matrix inversion method and first we will get ab value. After getting ab value, we want to find unknown x and y. Okay. So now we can write given we got the two equations in the form of ax equal to b. So first equation 12. Next one is 12. Next 8 20 into x by. Instead of x by what is here? AB. So you have to write AB equal to in what is in right hand side 1 1. Okay. Now this is a x equal to b. Then which implies x equal to a will take right hand side. What will get? A inverse b. So this is the solution. Isn't it? X equal to a inverse b is the solution. Okay. So we can't find a inverse. First step is determinant a. So determinant a equal to determinant. So a is 12. Let's say 8 20. Okay, now you multiply 12 into 20. Multiply 12 into 2 24. 1 0 is there, so 240. Okay, so equal to 240. Let's say so 8 into 12. 8 into 10. 88 2 are 60, so 96. So minus 96. Now you subtract 240 minus 96. Subtract. So 3 10. 10 minus 6 is 4. Let's say 3 minus 9. You can add from here to bar. So 3 minus 9 is 4. 1. So what is the value? 144, which is not equal to 0. So a inverse x is. We can continue next step. Next step is adjoint a. So adjoint a equal to. So a is here 12 12 8 20. So adjoint means what you want to do? First you have to interchange the leading diagonal. Here leading diagonal 12 and 20. So interchange it 20 and 12. So 20 is 12. Let's say to change the symbol, instead of plus 12 you have to take Next, instead of plus 8, you have to say minus 8. So minus 12 minus 8. Okay, this is adjoint. Okay, next what you need? A inverse. So A inverse equal to, you know the formula, 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. So 1 by A inverse equal to 1 by determinant A. Determinant A value is 144 into adjoint A. Adjoint A value is 20 minus 12 minus 8, 12. Okay. So next solution. Our solution is x equal to A inverse B. Here x is A and B. Okay. Should not write x by. So okay. A B equal to A inverse. A inverse is 1 by 144 into 20 minus 12 minus 8, 12 into B. B is 1 and 1. Okay. So 1, 1. Okay. Now we can multiply. Okay, multiply first row, first column. That is 1 by 144 into 20 into 1 is 20. Minus 1 into 1 is minus 12. Okay, second row, first column. Minus 8 into 1 is minus 8. 12 into 1 is plus 12. Okay. Next 1 by 144 into 20 minus 12. You know 8, isn't it? 8. Next 12 minus 8. That is 4. Now you can simplify. So 8 divided by 144. Next 4 divided by 144. Now you simplify. So 180 is 8 here. 180 is 8. Remaining 64. 8 8s are 64. That's here. 1 4 is 4 here. 3 4s are 12. Remaining to 24. Next 6 4s are 24. So what we got? 1 by 18 and 1 by 36. Finished. So this is the value of A and B only. Okay. So but we need x and y. So after getting this, you have to write A equal to 1 by 18. Next B equal to 1 by 36. 1 by 36. Okay. Next you can write then A equal to 1 by 18. Which implies x equal to reciprocal of 1 by 18 is 18. Okay, then when b equal to 1 by 36, which implies y equal to reciprocal of 1 by 36 is 36. So y equal to 36. Okay, now we got x and y value. In the beginning we have taken x means number of days taken by man. Let's say y means number of days taken by woman, isn't it? So last you can write therefore, so man can finish your work in 18 days, woman can finish your work in 36 days. Okay, that's all. So you have to write that two lines. Man can finish your work in 18 days and woman can finish your work in 36 days. Okay. Okay, next problem, question number 5. The prices of 3 commodities A, B and C are rupees X, Y and Z. 12 units respectively. A person P purchases 4 units of B, 4 units of B and sells 2 units of A and 5 units of C. 3 units of A and 1 unit of B. Person or purchases 1 unit of A and sells 3 units of B and 1 unit of C. In the process, P, Q and R and rupees 15,000, rupees 1,000 and rupees 4,000. Respectively. Find the prices. Find the prices per unit of A, B and C. So use matrix inversion method to solve the problem. Okay, here also you have to use matrix inversion method. I did not mention here. Actually, this is matrix inversion method only you want to follow. So you read the question. So the prices of 3 commodities given A, B and C are rupees X, Y and Z. So first line you can take. Actually the question is you want to find the price per unit of A, B and C. So I am taking let the prices 1 unit of or per unit of, okay, 1 and per, okay, 1 unit of A, B and C are C, D, okay, rupees X, Y and Z, okay, rupees X, Y and Z. So I take one, A denote rupees X, B na Y, C Z na, sorry, C na Z. Okay, now you read the first condition. A person purchases. Purchase means you have to take minus. Okay, sales means you have to take plus. Okay, purchase means negative, sales means positive. So here, a person P purchased 4 units of B. B denote Y, isn't it? So minus 4Y and sells 2 units of A. Sales means I told plus. So 2 units of A. So 2X. Okay. Next, and 5 units of, so there this is minus 4y because purchase, so B is denote 4y, okay, so minus 4y and sells 2 units of A, so plus 2x. Next, and 5 units of C, that also sells, so plus 5z, okay. So B purchases 4 units of B. Purchase means negative, B means y, so minus 4y. And sells 2 units of A. So sales means you have to take plus. So plus 2x. And 5 units of C. That means 5z. Okay. Equal to amount is given here. Rupees 15,000. This is first condition. Then you can say the next condition. Person Q purchase. So purchase means you have to take minus. So 2 units of C. So 2 C means Z. So minus 2Z. Okay, clear? Minus 2Z and sells 3 units of A. So sales means you have to plus. So plus 3 units of A denote X, so 3X. Okay. And 1 unit of B. B means Y. So here sells, so plus 1Y, so that is Y. Equal to rupees 1,000. Next, third condition. Person R purchases 1 unit of A, purchase. So minus. So A means X, 1 unit, so minus X. And sells 3 units of B. So sells, so plus unit of B. B means Y. So 3 units, so 3Y. Okay. And 1 unit of C. C means Z. So 1 unit, so 1 into Z. Here cells, so plus Z equal to 4000. Okay, those are the three equations. First equation is 2x minus 4y plus 5z equal to rupees 15,000. Second one is 3x plus y minus 2z equal to 1000. Plus third one is minus x plus 3y plus z equal to 4000. Okay. So I am writing the equations here first. So 2x let's say minus 4y plus 5z equal to 15,000. Okay, this is equation 1. Okay, the second equation is minus 2z plus 3x plus arrange terms here. 3x plus 5 minus 2z equal to rupees 1000. Okay, this is equation 2. Okay, next third. Third one is minus x plus 3y plus z. So minus x plus 3y plus z equal to 4000. So this is equation 3. Now you have to use the matrix inversion method and you have to find the unknown variable x, y and z. X means price of first A, then second one y means price of commodity B, then y means price of commodity C. Okay, shall we find the value of x, y and z? So you have to use matrix inversion method only. So for the first you have to write the given equation in the form of Ax equal to B. So 2 minus 4, 5, 3, 1, minus 2, minus 1, 3, 1. Okay, this is A. Then x means unknowns. Here x, y, z equal to 15,000, 1,000, 4,000. Okay, that is A. X equal to B. Okay, next we need x. So x equal to A inverse B. A inverse B. Okay, next A inverse, you know the formula 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. A inverse equal to 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. So first you find determinant A. So determinant A equal to determinant 2 minus 4, 5, 3, 1, minus 2, minus 1, 3, 1. Okay. Now you find determinant first element 2 into. So you need the first one, first column, remaining elements multiply 1 into 1, 1, minus, here 1 minus, so plus 3 2s are 6. Okay, that's it. Next term is minus 4. So you leave the first one, second column, remaining 3 into 1 is 3, minus into minus plus 1 2 is 2. Okay, the third element plus 5 into third one is now you leave the first one third column 3 3s are 9 minus 1 into 1 is minus 1 more minus or plus 1. Okay, it's 2 into 1 plus 6 is 7 minus 4 into 3 minus 2 is 1 plus 5 into 10. Okay, next you multiply 2 7s are 14. Okay, 2 7s are 14. Next minus 4 into 1 is minus 4. Next 5 into 10 is plus 15. Okay, what we got? So 64 minus 16. Sorry, here plus now. According to the rule 1 minus, here 1 minus, so plus. Okay, so 68 which is not equal to 0. Okay, then we can't find the adjoint. We know to find the adjoint. So adjoint A equal to, we write in the 5. Okay, first rough calculation. 1 minus 2, then again first two element 3 and 1. So 3 1. Next second row 3 1 minus 1 3 3 1 minus 1 3. Next third minus 4 5. Next 2 minus 4 2 minus 4. Next again you have to write the first column. First column is 1 minus 2 3 1. Finish. Now you multiply. 1 is 1. Finish. 1 is 1 minus. Next minus 2 into 3. Minus 2 into 3 is minus 6. So plus 6. Okay. Next 3 5s are 15. Next you have to put 1 minus. Then 1 into 4 is 4. 1 minus is there. So plus 4. Okay. Next one. 4 2s are 8 minus 5 1 is 5. Okay, first row completed. Next you have to move second row. Second row minus into minus plus 2 1 is 2 minus 3 1 is 3. Okay, next 1 2 is 2. Okay, 1 2 is 2. Next minus 1 into 5 is minus 5. So plus 5. Okay, next multiply 5 3s are 15 minus 2 into minus 2. So already here one minus, so plus 2 2s are 4. Okay, next 3 3s are 9 minus 1 to minus 1 is minus 1, so plus 1. Next minus 1 to minus 4, minus into minus plus, so 4. 3 2s are 6, so minus 6. Okay, next 2 into 1 is 2 minus 4 3s are 12, 1 minus is there, so plus 12. Okay, now you have to add with subtract with subtract. Okay, calculate 1 plus 6 is 7, 4 15 plus 4 is 19, 8 minus 5 is 3, 2 minus 3 is minus 1, next 2 plus 5 is 7, 15 plus 4 is 19, 9 plus 1 is 10, 4 minus 6 greater is minus, so minus 6 minus 4 is 2, next 2 plus 12 is 14. So this is adjoint. Next A inverse equal to 1 by determinant A. Determinant A value is 68, then adjoint is 7, 19, 3, minus 1, 7, 19, 10, minus 2, 14. Next, we have to find the solution. Solution is x equal to A inverse B. Here A inverse is 1 by 68 into 7, 19, 3, minus 1, 7, 19, 10, minus 2, 14 into B. So B is, don't know the date. So B is 15,000. Next amount is 1,000. Next one is 4,000. Okay, this is 3 side of now. Next you multiply 1 by 68 into, actually I have to multiply first row first column. You see second matrix all the elements are multiple of 1,000, so you can take 1,000 outside. So into 1,000, so remaining you say 7, 19, 3, minus 1, 7, 19, so 10, minus 2, 14, let's see here, 15, 1, 4, okay, now you have multiplied. After reducing that, multiply, otherwise how many times you want to put 3 zeros, okay. Now you multiply, in outside 1,000 by 68, last step we can simplify, okay, 1,000 by 68 into first row first column 7 into 15. So 7 into 15 is, so 15 into 7 multiply 95. Okay, 95. Sorry, 105. Okay, 105 Next 19 into 1 is 19 plus 19. Next 3 4s are 12, so plus 12. Okay, next minus 1 into 15 is minus 15. Next 7 into 1 is 7 plus 7. 19 into 4, multiply 19 into 4. 9 4s are 26, remaining 3, 1 4 is 4, 4 plus 3, 7, so plus 76. Next 10 into 15, 10 into 15 is 150. Next minus 2 into 1 is minus 2. 14 into 4, multiply 14 into 4, 4 4s are 16, remaining 1, 1 4 is 4, 4 plus 1 is 5, so 56. Okay, now 1000 by 68 into, add this value, 105 plus 19 plus 12, so 100, 129 and 30, 36, 136. Okay, next here 76 plus 7 minus 15. 76 plus 7 is 83. 83 minus 15. You see? 7, 13. So 13 minus 5 is 8. Then 7 minus 1 is 6. So 68. So okay, next one. 150 minus 2 plus 56. That is 150 plus 56. That is 206. 206 minus 2 is 204. Okay, now we divide. So 1000 into 136 by 68. This is 68 by 68. This is 204. Without writing this also, you can simplify. Directly you can write. How many 68s are there? 2 times. Next time, 1 time. Third time, 3 times. Okay, so 1000 into 2, 1, 3. Okay, now we multiply. 1000 into 2, 2000. Let's say 1000 into 1, 1000. 1000 into 3, 3000. Okay, x means x, y, z. Therefore, x equal to 2000, y equal to 1000, z equal to 3000. Okay, now you see, actually from the beginning I have taken x, y and z means the price of one commodity of A, B and C. That is x denote price of commodity A, then y means price of one commodity of B, z means price of one commodity of C. Okay. So that's all. Last line also write price of 1 unit of A equal to rupees 2000. Price of 1 unit of B is rupees 1000. Price of 1 unit of C is rupees 3000. Okay. Okay, inversion method completed. Next we are going to see Grammar's rule method. Okay, next time. So Grammar's rule. So first, if delta equal to 0, Grammar's rule cannot be applied. Next, Grammar's rule formula is, if delta not equal to 0, you can use Grammar's rule. Okay. So Grammar's rule formula is x1 equal to delta 1 by delta, x2 equal to delta 2 by delta, x3 equal to delta 3 by delta. Okay, now you see, actually Grammar's rule method means first how to check the value of the determinant, that is delta. If you are getting 0 means Grammar's rule cannot be applied. You cannot use Grammar's rule. Okay. So if it is not equal to 0, you can use the Grammar's rule x1 delta 1 by delta. Suppose instead of x1, x2, x3, a, b, c or x by z, okay, anyone. So x1 equal to delta 1 by delta x2 means delta 2 by delta x3 means delta 3 by delta. Okay, so this is the formula. So now we are going to see problem from Grammar's rule. So example 1.25. Example 1.25. Solve by Grammar's rule. Solve by Grammar's rule. The system of equations. The system of equations. x1 minus x2 equal to 3, comma 2x1 plus 3x2 plus 4x3 equal to 17. Next, x2 plus 2x3 equal to 7. Okay, so we can see the Grammar's rule. It's a very simple Grammar's rule. Okay, so here also first you have to see the equation whether the constant term is in left hand side or right hand side. If it is in left hand side, you have to take it right hand side. Okay, at first only we can start. So here all the constant terms are in right hand side. So directly I am going to write delta equal to determinant. Okay, delta means determinant. This method Grammar's rule method. Otherwise we can't say determinant method. Okay, so delta equal to, you have to write all the coefficient of the unknown terms one by one. First x1 here, first equation 1x1 is there, so 1. Then x2 minus 1 is there. x3 is not there, but the remaining part of x3 is also there. So instead of that missing term, you have to put 1 0. Okay, next you have to take next term 2x1, so 2. Next 3x2 is there, so coefficient of x2 is 3. Next third one 4x3, so 4. Okay, next third row. So here x1 is not there, so 0. Then 1 2. Okay, now we can find the determinant. You know to find determinant for 3 by 3 matrix, isn't it? So first element is 1. So into, you need the first match, first column. 3 2s are 6 minus 1 4 is 4. Okay, next minus. Then here also minus. So plus 1 into, we leave the second column at first. So 2 2s are 4 minus 0 into 4 is 0. Next plus 0. 0 means individual, no need to multiply. Okay, remaining terms. Okay, 1 into 6 minus 4 is 2. Plus 1 into 4 minus 0 is 4. Plus 0. Okay, 1 into 2 is 2. Plus 1 into 4 is 4. So 2 plus 4 6, which is not equal to 0. So already I told for Grammar's rule we need delta not equal to 0. So we can continue. Okay, let's see how to find delta 1. Delta 1 means we decide in delta part, first column, instead of this first column, how to write this constant terms. So what are the terms are there? 3, 17 and 7. Delta 1 means instead of first column. Delta 2 means instead of second column. Delta 3 is third column. Okay, now I am going to write delta 1. So instead of first column, so I am going to write the constant term B1, B2, B3. So B1 3, this is 17 and 7. So remaining columns are minus 1, 3, 1 and 0, 4, 2. Okay, now we can find the determinant. So first element is 3. So 3 into, okay, 3 is in first one, first column. So you leave the first one, first column. Remaining multiply 3 2s are 6. Next you have to put 1 minus 1 4 is 4. So 6 minus 4. Okay, first one element over. Next element. So first you put minus, next minus into minus plus 1 into next one. Now you need the first one, second column. 7 into 2. 7 2s are 34. So 34 minus next element. 7 4s are 28. So okay, next 3 into 6 minus 4 is 2 plus the last term is 0. So last term is left. Okay, plus 0. Okay, plus 1 into 34 minus 28. 34 minus 28 is 6. Okay, then multiply 3 2s are 6 plus 1 into 6 is 6. So 6 plus 6 12. So we got delta 1 value. Next we have to find delta 2. So delta 2 equal to, so instead of second column, I want to say the what is in first column? 1, 2, 0. Okay, 1, 2, 0. Let's see. Instead of second column, we say the constant element. That is 3, 17 and 7. So 3, 17 and 7. Next last column is 0, 4, 2. Okay. Now multiply 1 into 17 into 2. 7 into 2 is 34 minus 7 4s are 28. Okay. Let's say minus 3 into. Okay. Next done. Okay. Multiply. Now you need the second column and first row. 2 2s are 4 minus 0 into 4 0. Okay. Next 34 minus 28. 34 minus 28 is 6 minus 3 into 4 minus 0 is 4. Multiply 3 4s are 12. Okay, value say 6 minus 3 4s are 12. Greater number is negative, so first you put minus, then from greater you subtract. 12 minus 6 is 6. Okay, this is the value of delta 2. Let's say you find delta 3. Delta 3 equal to first two columns. In the third column you have to write the V1, V2, V3 value. That is constant term. Okay. So 1, 2, 0. Then minus 1, 3, 1. So what are the elements in? So right hand side 3, 17 and 7. So that one I am going to write here 3, 17, 7. Okay. Now you can't find the value. So you know how to find 3 by 3 matrix determinant. So first you have to take the first element. Your first element is 1. First element is in first one, first column. So you need the first one. First column remaining 3 7s are 21 minus, then 117 is 17. Then minus, already a minus, so plus 1 into, okay, plus 1 into this one. You need the first and second column. What you get? 2 7s are 14 minus 0 into 17 is 0. Okay, you know the stamp, that is 3. So 3 into, so 3 is in first one, third column. So you need the first one and third column. Remaining 2 1 is 2 minus 3 into 0 is 0. Okay, now you see 1 into 21 minus 17. 21 minus 17 is 4 plus 1 into 14 plus, sorry here plus, okay, plus 3 into 2 minus 0 is 2. Okay, it's 1 into 4, 4 plus 1 into 14, 14. It's plus 3 2s are 6. So you see 4 plus 14, 18 plus 6. 18 plus 6 is 24. We can write that. Okay, 24. We got all the values. Delta, delta 1, delta 2 and delta 3. Now you can use the Grammar's rule. So Grammar's rule, by Grammar's rule. So Grammar's rule is, here unknowns are actually x1, x2, x3 I think, isn't it? So yes, x1, x2, x3. So x1 equal to delta 1 by delta, comma, x2 equal to delta 2 by delta. This x3 equal to delta 3 by delta. So x3 equal to delta 3 by delta. Okay, now apply the value. So x1 equal to delta 1 value is 12. So 12 divided by delta value is 6, comma, then x2 equal to delta 2 is minus 6. So minus 6 by 6, comma, then delta 3 is 24. So 24 by delta is 60. Simplify and get the answer. 166, 2 6 are 12 here. 166, 166 here. 1 4 6 are 24. Now you see the values. x1 equal to 2, let's x2 equal to minus 1, x3 equal to 4. So this is the answer. Okay. So Grammar's rule means first you have to find the determinant. Okay, delta. So after getting delta, you have to check whether it is equal to 0 or not equal to 0. If it is not equal to 0, you have to continue. So delta 1, delta 2 and delta 3. After getting 3 values, you use Grammar's rule. x1 means delta 1 by delta, x2 means delta 2 by delta, x3 means delta 3 by delta. You substitute all the values and simplify, you will get the unknown. Okay. Okay, next problem. Okay, next you mention the homework. Homework is exercise 1.4. So first question, actually there are 4 subdivisions are there. First subdivision is, so just I am explaining, you can do, okay. So the second subdivision is 3 by x plus 2y equal to 12 and 2 by x plus 3y equal to 13. In this problem, you see only one that variable is in denominator, so another one work in normal form, isn't it? So here you have to take, let 1 by x equal to a and y equal to b. Should not take 1 by y, okay? 1 by x equal to a and y equal to b. So first you will get ab value only. After getting ab value, how to write when a equal to one value you get the reciprocal of that value x, okay? Then y, when b equal to suppose 3 means you want to write y also 3. You should not take reciprocal, okay? That's why I am giving notes. Okay, here also 1 by x, okay, yeah. Then third subdivision, third one, fourth subdivision, that is very important problem. That all the elements are in, variables are in denominators. One equation I am writing, 2 by z minus 1 equal to 0. So you see all the variables are in denominator means you have to take like 1 by x equal to a, 1 by y equal to b, 1 by z equal to c. Beginning you get ABC value only. After getting ABC, how to write when a equal to 2, which implies x equal to 1 by 2. Okay, so right. How to write BC value also. Here constant also left hand side you have to take, right hand side after taking right hand side only how to form the matrix. Okay. So all the 4 subdivisions homework. First problem 1, 2, 3, 4. Remaining 2 problems standard form only. Here only fraction also. That's why I will explain. Okay. I think you understand about that grammar rule. Okay. Next class we can see the related day problems. Okay. Thank you.